sorry about the end of that last video. I didn't want to have to edit these or anything like that, so I'm just going to leave it up the way it is. I couldn't find my stop button for the actual recording, so I apologize about that. Okay, this time we're going to be covering the Yoast plugin for WordPress. You know, as of now, this is the plugin that we recommend. And I mean, yeah, sure, we could go in and we can optimize your website, and we do. However, you know, since WordPress makes it so easy for you to be able to add content, it's a good idea to kind of keep this content optimized as much as possible. We're going to go through a little bit of SEO tutorial here, so I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. Just kind of keep in mind where we're going with this, okay? I'm going to actually save this as a draft, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to actually go to a page first, because I think this will make more sense on a page itself. Let me go ahead and edit this. Okay. Now, the About Us page of your website, you have to kind of think about, what am I optimizing for? Okay, so what we're doing is we're pretty much going to be optimizing for the name of the business. Okay, and just for argument's sake, I'm going to, then we add, we added some headers called business name. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here, and you see this little focus keyword? This is a really cool tool that you can use to help make sure that you're optimizing for a specific keyword. Now, keyword is singular. However, in SEO world, keyword is one word or a phrase. It's whatever a person would type into a search engine to find whatever they're looking for. So they might type in 2 words, they might type in 5 words. So whatever that is, that's what you'll want to type here. So I'm going to go ahead and put in business name, because the first thing we want to optimize your About Us page for is, of course, the business name. Now, if you notice right here, once I put this in, it'll tell me that I don't have this particular phrase inside my article heading. I don't have it in the page title, because the page title right now is About Us. Okay? I don't have it in the URL, and I do have it twice in the content, and this is actually where we entered it in as headers. Okay, I think we did it once there, and then we did it here. Okay? And then it tells me that I do not have it in the meta description. Okay, and we're going to go over what these are here in just a second. But I did want to show you this part right here. Another thing that you can do is, whenever you're done, you can actually click check here. Oh, sorry, hold on. You have to update first. And then you can actually hit check, and you notice that we have a little yellow colored dot there. So now this is telling us that we've got a lot of things we need to fix. The main thing that you want to try to focus on are these red items. Okay, so these red and like the dark orange. I would definitely recommend trying to fix those if at all possible. So in order to fix those, pretty much the way I would do this if I was optimizing this page for you is I would say About Business Name. So, you know, just like we said, I think this is called Sexy Her. So if this was the name of the business, this would say About Sexy Her. And then right here, you can actually edit this link. So we would call this About, and again, this is the URL. So in place of spaces, we want to put dashes, About Business Name, and then just click OK. And now the business name is actually inside the link itself. It's also inside the title. So let's go down here, and now we see that this is automatically updated. It's in the page title. It's also in the article heading. So right here, we would say About Business Name, and then this is actually probably going to be the name of your business, that it says Lighthouse Test right here, because that's actually the name of the website. So you may want to change this, or you may not, because of the fact that it's already going to be in the title anyway. So you may want to actually name this About Us. Now, this is going to tell you that it's not in the page title, but it is. Okay. Sometimes with the way that I set this up, this stuff down here at the end may or may not be there. You see how it says About Us and it says Lighthouse Test right here? This is actually the site name. So whatever site name that we choose here is actually going to show up usually at the end. If, let's say we save this, okay, I want to see, I'm not sure how this one is set up, just default. All right, and let me refresh this. I almost want to take that featured image off. Oops, remember we changed the link, so now that's not there. Now it says About Business Name. Okay, now if we go here, you'll see it just says About Us. So like I said, you may want to change this to where it says About Us dash business name. And then that way it kind of stays to where it looks like the rest of the website, because the rest, of course, is going to be like the cart, of course, is cart, and then the business name. So, all right, this SEO title is one of the main things that the search engines look at as far as optimizing your website. So by putting the name of the business, which is the reason why we're optimizing this page for, you definitely want to include it in there. Now, do you see this little snippet preview? This is kind of how it's going to look like whenever somebody does a Google search or a Bing search, whatever your preference is. But one thing you need to keep in mind is just because we ask Google, now Google is worse about this than the other ones, but just because of the fact that we ask Google to make it look like this doesn't mean it's going to. Google will sometimes pull from content inside your page to fill this part up. This is the meta description, usually, okay? So what we want to do is we want to actually, this is your opportunity to advertise what this page is about. So this is your opportunity to say, hey, this is the reason why you should click here and read about this. So we would put, of course, business name is located in, and of course the one that we're working with is actually based in Chicago, Illinois, and carries trendy and stylish clothing for juniors and women. You might want to do a little bit more than this. We offer free shipping on, okay. You might want to even do something about find out how to get free shipping. Now, one thing you want to do is you're limited to about 156 characters. If I go over that, so if I start to say we carry pants, shirts, leggings, you see how it cut it off and then it added periods afterwards, and then it says that I'm about 15 characters over where I need to be. It depends on how you use this. You might want to do this to where you start to say something and you break it off, and that kind of brings in a level of curiosity to where people click through, but just make sure it's relevant, because that can really cause problems with your bounce rate. So be careful on that one. But you definitely want to entice them to click on the page, but don't go crazy with it. Don't add a bunch of keywords in here. That's not what you want to do. You want to make this very user-friendly, you know, readable, that is a new word now, to where when they're here, it's kind of like, oh, well, that's what that's about, because it expands on this right here. And you know this, I mean, you've done many searches yourself, and a lot of times this meta description does impact on whether you click or not. But if you leave it off, you notice that it just randomly pulls from the website itself. See, apple pie icing, coffee, I love gingerbread. Where is that at? I don't even know where that's at. But anyway, it's pulling it from someplace. So we want to make sure that we have more control over what we say to drag, or not drag, but to entice people to come to our website from the search engines. And the meta description is a really good way to do that. Okay, let's see. What else do we want to do? Oh, once you make your changes, I'm going to go ahead and remove this. Again, you can update again and then update the page here. And then you can actually see now we've turned green. We can check it. And then now we have just a few more things. See how it says the keyword does not appear in the first paragraph of the copy. That would be something that we would definitely want to do, because more than likely you would probably say, you know, the name of your business is located in blah, blah, blah there. So that would probably be the best way to do it. The keyword density, this is something that's very important. If you go too much, that means the search engines will see you as spammy. If you go too low, it will say that the keyword density is really low. The percentage you're looking for here is between about, I'd say about 1% or so to 3%. A lot of times I'll say that the keyword needs to be present about 8 times, which would be very easy on an About Us page, especially if we're optimizing for the business name. However, it depends on the amount of content you have on the page. So, because it's based on a percentage. So just kind of watch this and just make sure that you're not spammy. I would rather you be lower on your density than spammy. Because if you're spammy, Google and Bing just pretty much say, I don't think so. It makes them feel icky to where they want to take a shower. So I would definitely not do that. Now this next one, the image on the page does not have any alt tags containing your keyword or phrase. So to take care of that, just hit Edit. And then on the alternate text right here, we want to just hit, say business name, located in Chicago, Illinois. And then that way, it kind of helps you come up for the local stuff too. This helps with your local optimization too. So once we do that, then we hit update. We should still be green, but maybe that image warning will actually go away. Yeah, see? And then down here in the green, it actually says that the image on this page contains alt tags with the target keyword or phrase. Now, as you're trying to optimize a page for multiple keywords, this is where it can get kind of hairy, and you may want to consult us to help you out with that part. But just if you're doing it for one term, you know, it should be pretty easy. However, if you're having challenges, please do let us know, and you know, we will be more than happy to help you out. You know, our philosophy, we don't mind sharing how we do things. And allowing you to do it yourself, for sure. But if you do not have the time to have to deal with this, to worry about it, whatever, just give us a call. We would be happy to help you. I'm going to remove that featured image. It's driving me nuts. And go ahead and update the page. And then once we go back over here to our About Us page, you'll see that things are pretty much optimized. About Us, and then the business name. It's got the business name in here. So if this is all that you did, you'd probably be okay. You know, I wouldn't worry about that too much. Let's run over to a product super quick. And I won't take up as much time as I did on that one page. I'm just going to go over it super quick. Let's go and let's just do the regular hat. And I'm going to hide this and then show you the WordPress thing. Again, this happens the same way. And again, you do have an SEO check that you can do here. So if you're trying to optimize for hat, which would probably be very simple, you know, you would enter in the keyword here, and then, of course, put in your different things here. Keep your product descriptions readable. Again, do this the same way as you did your description tag. Don't be spammy with your content. I cannot reiterate that enough. Meta description, again, this is your enticing little thing here. So if your product if you're product-based and you have an option for free shipping, maybe free shipping if they order $50 or more or $100 or more, whatever your situation is, I would definitely include that in the meta description. But put it towards the end. Make it about the product first, and then add the little features like ask about free shipping or find out how you can get free shipping or something like that, or free shipping available. And then that way they know that it's not available to all. But just keep in mind about the page analysis. Look at your SEO. If you look at your products here, I believe that we can put SEO. Yes. If you look here, you'll see you can kind of keep an update on how your pages are doing as far as the search engine stuff. You can see the SEO title. You can see description, focus keywords. I would keep this part up while you're building it just to know kind of where you left off. But afterwards, you can actually hide these by just doing that, and then that makes your products a little bit easier to be able to manage, and you can still manage the, you'll actually see the lights here. See if we go over to post here, and it's not showing it to me, probably because I haven't posted it yet. But if I was to actually publish this, okay, you'll notice that, oh, we did a page. I apologize. I am so sorry. We did not do that one. You see here how the page is green, and that shows that we've actually optimized it. We've done the check and all that kind of good stuff. I apologize about that. I thought we did a post. But posts, again, they work the same way as your pages do. Just go in and scroll down here, enter your title, your meta description. If this is traffic-bearing blogs, articles, whatever you want to call it, posts, whatever, make sure that this is basically has information about what you have in mind. What would make them want to click on that? The new fashion trends for 2014. That would be some things that I would definitely include in that part. Again, we based most of our tutorials on a dress shop, whatever, but that's just to kind of give our e-com people a little bit of a leg up. If you're a service industry and you're having some struggles, just give me a call. We can go over it real quick. I may end up doing another video that's more centered around the services. If I see a lot of people are having questions. So if you are having questions, let me know. That way I can kind of know if that's something that you guys need. But anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate hanging out with me this afternoon or morning, whenever you're watching this. And if there's anything else that you guys need, just give me a call. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.